So Sergey is doing less and getting more out of it. Is that basically how it's?
That's what I was watching. Yeah, the guys got him resting more, not overexerting himself. In first camp, somebody hit him on 14 miles an hour. I said, "Why are you doing 14 miles an hour? You can't even wear your legs up." So he's not doing. He's running, but not 14, maybe 5. So he's saving himself much time around.
John, what was your ringside view of the first fight? Tell me rounds 1 through 12, or just the overall thoughts.
Well, the first half of the first fight he won. I had it 5-1, maybe 6-0. But the second half, I had it 3-3 or 4-2 at best reward. So you count that as a knockdown. I thought Sergey was going to fight. The judge didn't see it that way, but he did. To me, he didn't have to beat Ward. He beat Ward in his own game. He outboxed Ward the first half of the fight. His jab was stronger. He was knocking Ward off balance with it. He just didn't sustain the attack in the second half of the first fight. And that's what hurt him, I guess, in the judges' eyes.
How about this training for this specific camp? How was it?
The camp was good. He brought in a new conditioning coach, and they worked well together. And he listened to the things that I've been showing him that he needs to do to be successful at hopefully swaying the judges' minds that he did win if he wins the second fight. But he's been listening more.
John, could you let us in on any tweaks or adjustments that happened in camp for this fight?
So, one was the inside game. Both fighters held a lot, and Sergey was definitely to blame for that also. Now Ward thinks that he's going to hurt Sergey to the body and probably break him down. And guess what? You have to ask yourself, if you watch Ward's fight, he grabs a lot of this. He's not a true inside fighter. He grabs a lot, he holds, he mauls, and then he hits you up with the free. As good as Sergey punches, do you think that he's going to stand there and take those kind of punches to the body? No. His mentality is different. He's a survivor type fighter. He's defensively sound. So once he gets hit, he's gone. He's going to take off. He's going to stand there and take those kind of punches.
Well, what do you think about a lot of the experts, the good boxing mind saying Ward figured him out, he's the smarter guy, and that's how the rematch will go?
Well, I saw all those so-called experts. Just think about this. If Sergey hadn't slowed down and kept at the same pace he had, what would Ward done different? He got his ass whooped the same way because Sergey beat in the first half of the fight the way he wanted to. He slowed down. That allowed Ward to get back in the game. If he didn't slow down, then what would Ward do? He still lost the second half of the fight the way he lost the first half. Sergey allowed him to get back in the game. He didn't just do it. Sergey allowed him to get back in the game.
Why do you think he did that?
Because he got tired. That's why, his out punch.
Was it his legs?
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know what it was. He just said he was still fatigued. And he felt fatigued, and he couldn't continue the pace that he had earlier.
That's part of the question. I mean, if he has to put it together in the gym and in the fight. He couldn't do it the first time. I mean, what adjustments did he make? And what makes you so sure that he did those adjustments to not get tired this time? I mean, being well conditioned is a fighter's. That's a part of the fight, you know.
That's a funny question. If you got a new conditioning coach and you got him in better condition, why can't he sustain an attack in the second half of the second fight the way he should in the first half of the first fight? That's what he got the guy in there for. You make sure that this time around he doesn't falter, that he can keep that same pace going. So that's why he brought the guy in.
That's key to you. The conditioning is the key.
No. The key for him is more mental. The key is to keep that steady, good, hard jab, that heavy jab that you had him in the first fight, and go more to the body the second fight. Make him work. Now, make Ward see him change his style and fight you at your game. That's what we want. Because he's the bigger puncher. Ward can't take that kind of punch. So go to the body. Let's see if Ward can take the same. He's talking all this stuff where he's going to do all this shit. Let's see if he can take it. The body's not meant to take that kind of punishment. Sergey can't punch. Now, if Ward says he can't, let's stand in front and let's see. I guarantee him to stand there.
John, isn't there some fighters who, no matter how hard they train, still have problems with conditioning, or is that not the case yet?
Well, if you train hard and properly, then you shouldn't have a problem with that. So I just think that the fact that he says he overtrained for the first fight, now he's a guy in there that understands the nucleus of the training, without burning yourself out. If he's done his job, Sergey should be ready. But mentally, it also helps Sergey out, and it makes him, he feels better with his conditioning. And he has to be smart. Don't go out looking for the knockout. Don't go looking for the first round knockout, second round knockout. Don't shoot your wad trying to knock his guy, because it's not going to happen. Sergey, Ward's a very intelligent fighter in the ring. And then the fact that he got dropped by a punch that wasn't solid, You think Ward's going to stand and get hit by that? He knows that the guy can't punch. He's going to be stupid and just stand and take the shot. So Sergey has to be really smart and see Ward. Cut the ring off a little more, go to the body more, use that good jab like I can do in the first half of the first fight and offset him. And if he can do that, he can prove they got box Ward. He can prove that. He can box Ward. Just be smart. Don't look for the knockout. The knockout will come. Just set him up the way you're supposed to and you knock him down later on.
Will Sergey follow your instructions this time for all 12
If
rounds?
he wants to keep his belly, he better follow. It's the game plan set, and the same game plan working in the first half of the first fight. Why change it? Do what you're supposed to do if you want to get those belts back. Do what you're supposed to do when you get them back.
Well, I heard you guys say earlier in the week that what they try to do, the Ward camp, actually brought you guys closer. Is that you and Sergey?
I thank Ward because they said I reached out to them. That's BS. And this guy says he's the son of God. He's telling a whole lot of lies. He's telling a whole lot of lies. And he's getting false truths from his people. Only 2 people talk, me and one other person in the camp. No one else did that discussing. And then in off. And then I turned it down. So.
How did he know certain things that he said that you got?
He lied. They're little lies. Listen, I didn't say half of that crap. They just told him some bull-faced lies. Like I said, he said he's the son of God. Well, man, quit listening to these people saying these damn lies. Because I look at an answer, you're lying too. I didn't say that. An offer was made to me and I turned it down. That's the bottom line.
John.
That kind of make this person more for you, and do you feel a little bit disrespected because he called that a cardinal rule? You broke the cardinal rule as a trainer.
Listen, they broke the cardinal rule. They came to me. Their camp came. I didn't break anything. I got a call when they had the blue. So okay,
John, are you similar to Sergey right now in that you're kind of amped up for this fight?
No, I'm because that people lying. People lie like that for I'm trying to curse. So what you lie about? Listen, you tried to stunt, it didn't work. You tried to make our camp, rout our camp. But no, what you did, like I said, you brought us close together. I thank them. Sergey's listening more now. And camp is better. He's more receptive. I'm trying to show him to win this second fight. So they did me a favor. I appreciate what they did.
But it seems like he's carrying more intensity into this fight. It almost seems like that's the case with you too. You both really want to get this guy.
I want the victory that he should have gotten the first fight. I want him to get the second fight. He deserves that. He won the first fight. Ward survived. Yes, he survived. And he came back. He won a few rounds. He didn't dominate any one round. He didn't just hurt Sergey or just really show where he was so dominant. He just did what he does best. He survived and he used a few jabs and he clinched and held. He won a couple rounds. He didn't dominate the fight to get the decision. Sergey dominated the fight more than he did. He just slowed down. That's Sergey's biggest mistake. He slowed down and didn't keep the same pace that he had in the first half of the first round.
Is Sergey on the ring?
Yeah, about 2 pounds over right now.
So he's not having to sweat to get rid of the punch. Do you and Sergey talk at all about some of the things he said on Twitter, some of the racial things?
First, it's not so much Sergey didn't say them. Like with the Stevenson picture, that was bad taste. That was bad taste. You hear someone do that. And with the Twitter thing, first of all, Sergey can't speak. He speaks English, but he can't type it that quick. That's someone else that was doing his account. I said, you can't have people running your accounts for you because they're going to make you look bad. So it wasn't him. And then thirdly, when he comes to my gym, it's predominantly black. If he was racist, he got his ass whipped back then. and I'm not going to get his ass whipped back then. Because all them cats that hang outside the gym, all I can say is this guy was racist, they get his ass better than him. Trust me, they took off on him. So, and he came to the gym, he got Don Turner, he got myself, and all these black kids around. If you were racist, why did you come be in there? Listen, he gets a bad rap to the degree, and he says things that he shouldn't say. But it's racist. No, he just doesn't think something he says.